Hello everyone, it's been a while since I've done a what if theory, so for today I'm going to be talking about what would happen if Lord Voldemort killed Harry Potter in the graveyard. So this is completely fictional and it's my own opinion, so I would kindly ask you to respect that in the comment section. So there's only one question remaining, and that is, what if Lord Voldemort killed Harry Potter in the graveyard?
Happiness can be found even in the darkest of times. One only remembers to turn on the light.
So let's take things straight to the graveyard scene. This is moments after Voldemort's rebirth. The Death Eaters have arrived, and the Dark Lord has voiced his disappointment, as it originally happened. Cedric Diggory's body lies motionless, his eyes still open. Voldemort now takes his attention to Harry himself, and informs him of how he truly lost his powers, and gives him the old "it was magic, it was love that saved you" speech, as he previously did in the original timeline. He releases Harry and forces him to duel. Now let's highlight the first important part. Harry agrees to duel. He raises his wand. Therefore, there's no self-sacrifice, which means Harry can die if the circumstances fall in Voldemort's favour. The duel begins. However, it was never a fair contest, and the Dark Lord knows that. Although at minimal power, as he's just regenerated, he still outmatches Harry without question. He blocks Harry's spells with a wave of his hand, never mind his wand, and swiftly casts the Cruciatus curse on the boy. Harry is screaming in agony as the Dark Lord smiles at Harry's distress. "I'm going to kill you, Harry Potter. But the question is, how? I could, of course, take this knife and physically lacerate you. How ironic to kill you with a weapon that gave me your blood, and in turn gave me my powers back. Or perhaps the Imperius curse. How joyful would it be to watch you take your own life at my command? Harry Potter, although I must admit, it would not be as satisfying without you being aware of your imminent death." Harry, struggling to get back to his feet, somehow manages to do so, and he raises his wand once again. Such resilience, such a pity. In another world, you would have made a suitable Death Eater. However, there will never be another world, only my world. Voldemort says calmly. Raising his wand, he casts the killing curse that hits Harry with so much force it knocks him several feet back, while Voldemort, simultaneously falling to his knees, suffers a shuddering pain that leaves him with a hollow, empty feeling. He's just destroyed the Horcrux within Harry. He puts his fall down to not having his full powers just yet, and the fact that he's practically only been able-bodied for a couple of minutes. Moments later, Harry opens his eyes and, to the shock and disbelief of the Death Eaters, gets back to his feet. "He can't be killed," shouts one Death Eater. "He's immortal," screeches another, and one by one, the Death Eaters all desert the graveyard in fear, all except Lucius Malfoy. "Impossible," says the Dark Lord. "Avada Kedavra." This time, both wands meet with a clash of red and green sparks. "Per incantatem," Voldemort whispers to himself. Now knowing he cannot seriously injure someone who shares the same wand core, he quickly breaks the connection, while Harry, completely drained and with almost nothing left in him, stays standing. "Lucius, I require your wand immediately." And Malfoy complies. Harry at this point has no idea what is happening. The Dark Lord immediately casts the Cruciatus curse again, and sadly, Harry isn't quick enough to block it. Voldemort uses the wand to pull Harry off the ground and leans him up against the Riddle's tombstone. Harry looks at him and yells, "You'll never win! Death isn't the end!" "It is for you, Harry Potter." And with a firm stance and a thorough wave of the wand, the Dark Lord screams the words Avada Kedavra, which again strikes Harry in the chest, except this time his body falls lifeless to the ground. Just like Cedric, Harry's eyes remain open, and that's a clear sign for Voldemort that the boy is dead. Lucius checks the body and confirms this. The two then apparate to Malfoy Manor along with Harry's dead body, leaving Cedric behind, his body not being discovered until several days later. "My lord, the Others," Lucius said softly. Voldemort uses Lucius' tattoo to call the other Death Eaters, but to no avail. The Dark Lord is furious and sends them all a telekinetic message. Those of you who fled the graveyard, Harry Potter is dead. You have one chance to answer my final call, or there will be severe consequences for your betrayal. The Death Eaters then arrive within moments, immediately hanging their heads in fear rather than shame, with the Dark Lord looking at them in disgust. Harry Potter's lifeless body is suspended up against the stone wall in the dining room, like a trophy. Meanwhile, back at Hogwarts, with Victor Crumb found and Fleur out of the maze, there's a growing concern at the whereabouts of Cedric and Harry, as some hours have passed. Albus Dumbledore knows in his heart something has gone horribly wrong, and it's not caused by the danger of the tournament. With the students sent back to their common rooms, there's a nervousness across the whole school, and rumours start to spread. The next morning, as Ministry employees enter the building, they are shocked to see Harry Potter's body, still in his Triwizard attire, suspended above the fountain on a Death Eater-shaped crucifix. Screams and screeches are let out upon the sight of Harry's body. What's worse is Voldemort has used a powerful enchantment that prevents the body from being taken down. Only Albus Dumbledore, with the power of the Elder Wand, manages to break the protective barrier and quickly move the body. The Daily Prophet runs the story immediately, with the fastest press ever produced in the paper's history, reading Harry Potter murdered. Well everyone, that's all for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I put a lot of time and effort into it. It took me nearly all day to write the script and put the whole thing together. So if you like it, give it a thumbs up because it really helps the video out in a great deal. And if this channel has earned your subscription, hit that subscribe button. Thanks again, have a great day.